Haley, I have to tell you something.
Mom, what's wrong? Is everything okay?
I'm freaking out right now. Your father passed away.
What? Wait a minute. I can't believe it. What happened?
I honestly don't know what's going on either.
Huh?
I was freaking out the whole time, and next thing I know, the funeral was over.
What? Dad's funeral? You're kidding, right? He sounded good the last time I talked to him.
Yeah, that's why I'm freaking out too. You're our only daughter, and you haven't even reached out at this critical time. Do you know how scared and alone I've felt? I lost the person I love most in this world.
Mom, stop with the bad jokes. It's not funny.
It's not something to joke about.
I mean, think about it. Is it normal for a funeral to end when the family isn't even there?
I told you, I tried to reach out.
So, are you telling me you just went ahead with the funeral without me? That doesn't make sense. Mom, something about this doesn't add up. Can you please start from the beginning and give me all the details?
I don't really understand it either. Your father just suddenly passed away. I don't know anything.
It doesn't make any sense.
Anyway, you should come home. Come and visit your father's remains.
I don't want to.
What? Your father is dead. You didn't even attend the funeral.
I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a second.
What is wrong with you?
There are so many odd things happening that I can't believe this story. Sorry, just hold on a sec. I gotta take this call.
Are you serious?
Sorry about that.
Anyway, just come home and visit your dad.
Mom, you were always a liar. I got a lot going on. I'll come over when I can.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just...
Anyway, it's true that Dad passed away and the funeral is over. Please come back as soon as you can.
Mom, where are you?
Haley?
I just arrived home, but you're not here. I came back to collect Dad's mementos.
A memento?
Yeah, that's right. As his daughter, I should have the right to have them, don't you think? Dad was passionate about collecting antiques, wasn't he? He had a lot of paintings and scrolls, right? I thought it would be worth a lot of money if I sold them.
Is that the only reason you came back? What kind of daughter does that? I've already gotten rid of your dad's antiques.
What? Why would you do something so selfish? Dad's antiques should be part of his estate and divided between us, shouldn't they? They must have been worth quite a bit.
That's none of your business. You didn't even attend the funeral. So why should I split the property with you?
First of all, you didn't inform me about the funeral.
It's because you didn't pick up the phone. You didn't even respond to any of my messages.
I even checked with my phone carrier, but there wasn't a single record of that. Isn't that strange?
I don't know anything about that. Maybe you got a prepaid phone or something?
Really, Mom? If the funeral is over, there should be condolence money, correct? Where did you keep it?
Are you here for that? You weren't even here for the funeral. What kind of daughter are you?
Well, I didn't know anything about it, so what can I do? By the time I heard about it, the funeral was already over. So, where's the money?
That money was all used up for the funeral expenses and the last medical bills. It's not like there was a lot of money anyway. What? Are you suspicious?
Just asked around, and it seems the funeral actually happened. I had assumed it was just another one of your lies.
Why would I lie about something like this? What do you think I am?
So? What about the insurance money? I should have some inheritance too, right?
We couldn't afford to have insurance. We lived a simple life.
What? So I won't get anything at all?
Haley, while I'm grieving over Dad's passing, all you can talk about is money. Are you not affected at all?
But isn't it important? And I couldn't be there for Dad at the end, or even make it to the funeral. It's hard to believe without seeing it. I still feel like Dad's around, even now.
Haley, it's the same for me. So you see, I can't help but think of your father when I'm in this house. I'm thinking of selling the house.
What? And move where?
Somewhere I've never lived before. I want someplace where I don't have any memories of your dad. I've been looking into resort areas since I'll be living alone now. I was out for that.
Huh? Living a life where we couldn't even afford Dad's insurance? And now you're talking about resort areas? Where's that money coming from?
That's why I'm selling the house.
Mom, it's barely been a week since Dad passed, and you're already on to that? Wouldn't most people be totally drained after losing their partner out of the blue? How are you still so energetic? Are you okay?
I feel like there's this big hole in my heart too, you know? So I'm not really thinking about what's next. And seriously, all you've been talking about is money. Just talking without giving anything back, is that your plan? What kind of daughter does that? I'm done with a daughter who couldn't even show up at her father's funeral. You're not welcome back here.
What's that supposed to mean? I just can't believe you even more now.
Huh? You can't believe me?
How? There's no proof that Dad is dead.
Well, if you don't believe me, that's fine.
Mom, did you move into the new place safely?
I don't want to talk to you about anything.
Why not?
Because you wouldn't believe me no matter what I told you.
Well, I don't believe you. I mean, it's all a lie that Dad died, right?
Huh? What are you talking about? There are people who attended your father's funeral.
I know. Who was in the casket?
Huh? What are you talking about? It's your dad's funeral, so obviously it's your dad. You watch too many movies.
Really?
Of course.
But I just called Dad a while ago. I wonder if I was talking to a ghost.
No way. That can't be true. It must be someone else posing as your father.
Why would someone do that and call me?
I don't know. I wonder if Dad was up to something that would make someone hold a grudge against him without us knowing.
I highly doubt Dad would ever do something like that, you know?
So, who was that person pretending to be Dad anyway?
Well, they're saying I was told to disappear from this world.
What? Did they really say something that terrifying? Who on earth said that, and why?
They even said, from now on, you're no longer part of this world.
Even scarier. It's like something out of a horror movie.
They even handed over money saying, take this money and disappear already.
How could someone do such a horrible thing? I'll have to be careful too.
Mom, how long are you going to play dumb? I've heard everything directly from Dad.
What? What are you talking about?
It seems like you were going to this place for seniors without family. Dad thought it was really nice of you being so caring and all.
I see.
But it was all an act. You were going there with actually having some sort of plan in mind, right?
What plan?
Mom, are you still trying to play dumb?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, let me tell you the rest of the story. You suddenly proposed taking in this elderly man without any family to our house, right? The man was battling a serious illness, so Dad thought it was odd, considering he could pass away any time.
I don't know that kind of old man.
You went ahead and took in the old man despite his illness, huh?
Why would I do that?
To carry out your plan. It's impressive how you can act all kind-hearted. Anyway, a few days after you took him in, the old man passed away. Dad rushed to call an ambulance, but you stopped him.
Huh?
You made it seem like it was Dad who died. That was your plan, right?
Why would I do that?
According to Dad, you were out partying almost every night. I had no idea. I didn't know. Then, you started having an affair.
Huh.
You blew through your savings and started racking up debts. All just to keep getting attention from your little boyfriend.
That's a lie. That's not true.
So you came up with the idea of taking that old man in, knowing that he's going to die soon.
No, I just wanted to save the old man.
And then, when the old man died, you made everyone think it was Dad. You wanted the insurance money. You did the funeral for the old man and made it look like it was for Dad. Am I wrong?
That's enough. So, what do you want me to do now?
Huh?
I owe a lot of money, but I still need more so I can be with my boyfriend. Thanks to the insurance money, I'm living my best life.
Wow. What about Dad? I heard you locked him up in a small cabin in the mountains.
Come on now. I didn't lock him up. I just told him to live there.
He didn't know what to do. He called me while you were messaging me.
What? So you knew about it the whole time?
Yeah. You gave Dad $30,000 from the insurance money you received.
Well, I guess you could call it hush money.
How do you expect Dad to live from now on? He doesn't even have any official documents. How is he going to be able to find a job?
I don't care about your father's future.
What?
But it's not like he has a long future ahead of him, right? He's just going to keep getting older from now on, isn't he? Living quietly at the foot of a clean mountain would be enough.
Unbelievable. Dad must have had plenty of things he wanted to do in the future, too.
I'd rather spend money on my boyfriend rather than spend it on your dad.
You're diabolical. How far gone are you? Do you even realize what you've done? Committing such a crime just for a measly $500,000 insurance payout.
What's your point? It's a lot of money. Well, I used half of it to pay off my debt. I still have money from selling the house. Now I get to live happily ever after.
Wow.
Life isn't fair, okay?
Mom, I know it's not, but don't think you could get away with this.
Why?
You're going to pay for everything you did.
Huh? Don't be silly.
Just think about what you've done. You don't even realize how serious it is, do you? Mom, you're doing something incredibly serious, you know?
Well, for now, there's no problem, right? Only Dad and you know about the old man.
Mom, you've done something terrible. I'm not going to stay silent about it. I believe Dad feels the same way.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you selling me out?
Sell you out? People aren't something to be bought or sold. Human life is much more valuable, isn't it? And yet...
Are you kidding me? You're not going to turn me in, are you?
I can't let this slide.
You've got to be kidding me. Do you know how much I've sacrificed for my boyfriend? I've been volunteering at a nursing home for years, even though I didn't want to. I did all that for free. What's wrong with getting something in return for that?
Mom, you betrayed the family, you know? You've been deceiving us for years just for your own selfish desires. Have you ever considered Dad's feelings?
I don't care about that man. I don't think he ever cared about me.
That's not true. He mentioned before how much he admired your volunteer work. He even said he thinks it's amazing to be able to serve others. He said he fell for your kindness.
Your dad said that?
Yeah. He said it's his duty to silently support and watch over you.
That's not true. He never seemed interested in me. No matter what I tried to talk to him about, he was always curt. We became a married couple, and even though we lived together, I began to feel lonely. One day, a friend of mine invited me out for a drink in the city at night. The glittering world seemed so new to me. Then I realized that even I could enjoy such a world, and I got hooked.
It seems like Dad understood your feelings too. That's why he wanted to let you enjoy yourself without saying anything. He might have even known about your affair, don't you think?
That can't be true. Your father never even looked at me.
No way. He used to say you were getting more beautiful, so he probably thought you found someone else. Even though he didn't say anything, I bet he knew.
What?
So when you asked him to pretend he was dead, I think he just accepted it without any resistance.
Oh no.
But when he realized he'd vanished, he must have panicked. That's why he reached out to me, I think. You completely betrayed Dad's kindness. I can't forgive you.
Haley.
So I'm going to tell the truth to the police.
But there's no evidence that I did anything like that, right?
Dad has something.
What?
It seems like Dad suspected you of doing something shady, so he installed hidden cameras in the house. That's why the entire incident of the day the old man passed away was captured on video. I'm planning to submit that as evidence, and they might do DNA testing too.
I know. If you do that, I'll end up becoming a criminal, won't I?
Yeah, but since it was you who did it, you need to own up to your own guilt.
I'm not gonna be able to see my boyfriend if I end up in prison. You don't have the right to take away my joy from me.
I'm appalled. Are you still saying that after all this time? I had doubts about turning my own mother over to the police, but your words just erased them all. Now I can go to the police without any hesitation.
Haley, wait! Are you trying to make me a criminal?
That's not true, but I can't keep silent about it.
Please, keep it a secret between us. I won't tell anyone, and I'll take it to my grave.
So what about Dad? He lost everything because of your selfishness. While he's despairing over his own life, you just carry on like nothing's wrong. I don't think that's fair.
I will apologize to your father. I'm sure he will understand. That's okay, right?
Hell no! Everyone is going to be miserable if I keep this secret.
Don't say that. You have to help me. You and your father are the only ones who can help me.
No. Take some time to reflect and then start over. If you don't, you might end up repeating the same mistakes. You might even erase my existence.
I will never do that, so help me, please.
Mom, just give up already. A crime is a crime.
Haley.
After going back and forth with my mom, she disappeared. But she was quickly apprehended by the police. Considering she was hiding in Dad's apartment, it's no surprise. She can't escape going to prison. Now with the money from selling our family home, I've bought a barrier-free condo unit. Dad and I are living peacefully together. Thanks to Mom pushing forward with the sale, things went smoothly. For that, at least, I'm grateful to her.
Hi, Mom. I just got home from school. I had a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, what time is it? Were you playing with your friends? Welcome home. It was a club day. I did my best to cook. I made hamburgers. It was so much fun. You made hamburgers? That's great. I wonder if you can make some for me when I get out of the hospital. I'll make it for you. I'll make it for you. When can you get out of the hospital? after the baby's born, maybe in a few weeks. I see. That's sad. I wish we were closer to the hospital so I could go see you and my baby sister. I can't wait to see you. Sorry, I miss you too, Anna. Hang in there a little longer. I'll be home soon with your baby sister. Mommy can't wait to see you too. Daddy and Grandma won't take me to the hospital. They seem to be busy and aren't home much. I try my best to cook and eat by myself every day. I also clean up everything by myself. Is that so? Every day? Well, Dad has to work, but I don't think Grandma goes out that much. She's out with friends today too. She said she's staying over. She and Dad were talking about the beach, but she won't tell me where they're going. What? I didn't hear anything about that either. I asked her to take care of you when I'm away. Then what's for dinner tonight? Did you prepare it, or did Grandma? Dad gave me some money, so I went to the convenience store and bought something. Huh. I'm sorry, Anna. I'll make you a delicious dinner when I get out of the hospital. Go buy something before it gets dark. I'll ask Dad if he can come home early. Just have a little patience, okay? Okay. Hello, Mary. I can't reach Kevin. Do you know where he is? Could you tell him to call me when he comes back? What a troublesome request. I don't deserve to be called Mary as your mother-in-law in the first place. You're not my family. You know that, don't you? You're not related to me by blood. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I'll be careful, but Anna is my beloved, beautiful daughter, and she's your adorable grandchild, right? Beautiful. Hey, I don't know. And about Kevin? He's been busy with work lately, so he'll be home late. Actually, I started having contractions a little while ago, and it looks like our baby's going to be born in the morning. I'm sorry, but I'd like you to call him so he can be there. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but hey, that's a hassle. Why don't you just ask Anna, my lovely granddaughter? Ha ha ha. Of course that's impossible, isn't it? Anna is still in elementary school and it's already late at night. I'm sorry, but I'm about to go to bed. If I wait for Kevin, I won't be able to sleep. Actually, why don't you tell Kevin after the baby's born? How about that? It's a good idea, even for me. Kevin is busy too. It's Kevin's child too, right? I'm sure he is looking forward to it. Please do inform him. You're such an overreacting person. It's not the first time you've given birth, so you should be fine on your own. Anyway, I don't have much free time either. I need to rest when I can. Can't you show more care to the elderly? You can take care of yourself. You're not a child. Okay, I understand. I'll try to contact Kevin again later. Of course. You should take care of things yourself from the beginning. Don't make the mistake of asking for help from the wrong person. Well, I hope Kevin will reply, LOL. What do you mean? Do you know why I can't get in touch with him? I don't know. So why don't you try your best to get in touch with Kevin? I have to pay for the procedure after the birth and the hospital fees. I wanted him to come. It's a lot of work for me to do it alone after the birth. Why don't you ask your own parents? Yes, you should. That's what family is for, My parents live far away from home, so it's not possible to ask them all of a sudden. Besides, I don't want them to worry. I understand now. I'll take care of it myself. I won't depend on you anymore. Yes, please do that. You really are a stupid woman. You're so annoying. Kevin must be stressed out from living with you. LOL. I feel sorry for my son. I really do. You said you want to live with us. If you don't want to, we don't have to have you live with us. Huh? What? I can't hear you very well. You're really not nice, are you? You're not very considerate. The food you cook is bad, the cleaning is lousy, and I get stressed out no matter what you do. I see. I didn't know that I had put you through such a hard time. I think we should talk about our future plans when I get out of the hospital. That's a good idea. Well, don't depend on me. You just think about what you should do, all right? Anna, where are you now? I wanted to hear your voice, Anna. How are you? Are you with your grandma and dad? What do you want? What's wrong, Anna? It's your mom, dear. No, it's not. You're not my mom anymore. What do you mean? What's wrong? I just came home from the hospital and the house is empty. It's like a new house. I'm so surprised. What's going on? Dad and Grandma moved out, but they left me. Moved? I haven't heard anything. Where are you? It's not that surprising. It's nothing to do with you because you're not my family anymore. Oh, a message. Dad said to sign the divorce papers on the front porch. What does that mean? What's the matter with you? Can you put your dad or grandma on the phone for me? There should be some kind of mistake. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm in an orphanage. Orphanage? Why are you in an orphanage? What do you mean? You're a good actor, Mom. You said you wanted to put me in an orphanage. That's what Grandma said. You said I'm in the way. I wouldn't say that. Don't believe her. You are more important to me than my own life. I'll come and get you right away. So, can you tell me which facility? What? Are you sure? Mom, do you really want me to come back? Yes, I'm sure. You're my darling daughter. I would never do such a thing. I miss you so much right now. I was so sad. My grandma and dad were making you out to be the bad guy. He said he is divorcing you, but you wanted to put me in an orphanage because I am in the way. Don't worry. I won't say that, and I won't do it. I swear to God, I promise. I believe you. Please, come get me soon. I miss you. I'm sorry I made you feel sad. I'll come get you soon. It's called Sunflower Orphanage. Please be quick, okay? Of course, I will be there as soon as possible. Do you know where your dad and grandma are? I don't know. Apartments? I think that's what they said. Also, Dad said he's getting married to a new bride. An apartment? Marriage? He said it's because they're going to have a new baby. Do you think he was talking about your sister that I gave birth to? Probably not. Dad and Grandma were talking about a boy. I understand. I'm sorry, Anna. I'll pick you up tomorrow. Have you filled out the divorce papers? Please fill them out as soon as possible. You're a slow learner, for God's sake. Call me when you sign them. There will be something about the division of property. Please wait. Shouldn't we talk about this first? Talking is just going to take time. Please agree to the divorce as soon as possible. Don't you want to see Anna as soon as possible? Anna is right next to me. What kind of nerve do you have to leave her in an orphanage? I'm getting a divorce even if he didn't ask me to. I can't stand you guys anymore. I don't even want to live with you. I will get child support and alimony. You're kidding, aren't you? What kind of alimony? It's the alimony for Kevin's infidelity. I heard he's going to have a boy. Who did you hear that from? Anna told me everything. It's so awful to involve an elementary school child. She talked about you like you were the bad guy, but then she immediately turned to you. She's your daughter after all. She's really a little bit of a bitch. Don't worry. I'll take full responsibility for raising Anna. I'm divorcing Kevin. He wasn't there for the birth. He's having an affair, and he left Anna in an orphanage. He really is the worst. Now, calm down. Adultery is not the word. It's about changing wives. Switching to a better one. What's wrong? His new wife is having a boy. And unlike you, who can only give birth to a girl, she's way much better. She's young and beautiful. And yes, she will go out shopping with me. I'm glad you like her, but I will get alimony whether he has a child or a new wife. You are really black-hearted, aren't you? You always talk about money. I'll pay it even if you don't tell me, as soon as I get my share of the property. What are you talking about? You won't get it. It's your joint property, so he will get half of it. It seems like you were making a lot of money, so it should be easy enough to pay alimony. Ha 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 ha. Which one of us is the black-hearted one? You were planning something cunning like that, weren't you? What are you laughing at? I'm filing on the grounds of divorce for child abandonment, so Kevin's share is 0. What? Are you kidding? Don't try to fool around with an elderly. It's the truth. Besides, he's also been having an affair, so he'll be charged alimony too, LOL. You and your son are both idiots. I thought you were a little more calculating. Kevin said it would be profitable. Too bad. You are an idiot. If the other party is pregnant, I can easily find out about the affair, and I've already consulted a lawyer. My name is Katie, and I've just consulted with you on the phone. I would like to file a claim for alimony for my husband's infidelity. But can I also file a claim against the adulterous partner? Yes, you can claim alimony from both your husband and the adulterous partner. Usually, it would be about $3 million if you are divorcing. Good. In the divorce, will half of the money go to the husband since it is joint property? In this case, since your husband has left the child in the care of an orphanage without your consent, it falls under the category of abandonment. If you make abandonment of the child the grounds for divorce, the husband's share will be zero, even if it is communal property. I see. Thank you very much. Also, since the adulterous partner is apparently pregnant, is that sufficient evidence of adultery? Yes, it is. If she is pregnant, we can easily find out about the affair. Also, the text message with your husband's mother is also sufficient evidence, so there is no need for you to worry. In this case, the fees for the affair, the abandonment of the child, and the fact that the other party is also pregnant are expected to be higher than the usual price I mentioned earlier. I understand. Thank you very much for your cooperation. I'm sorry, Katie. Let's talk about it. It will take time to discuss this properly. Let's reconsider, shall we? I thought you and Kevin would be a good match for each other. I'll persuade Kevin to break up with his adulterous partner. I don't care about that. You don't have to do anything. I was thinly aware of it, but I didn't realize he was really having an affair. I had a little hope that he might change his mind after the birth of our second daughter. But recently, Kevin has been cold to me and to Anna, and it's been hard. I'm already fed up with him. I will give him a good scolding. Please, reconsider. Besides, you can't make a decision to divorce so soon, can you? It was you who told me to sign the divorce papers as soon as possible. Thank you for pushing me. You're the one who rushed me into this. I wonder if you are losing your mind already. Yes, I think I might have been a little hasty. I was planning this. I just felt sorry for you. You'll have to forgive me. I don't want to hear such lies. I'm sorry, Katie. I'm really sorry. We'll both apologize properly. Please, reconsider. I'm sorry. I can't do that. The divorce papers have just been filed, so it's too late, since you admitted the fact of adultery. What? You already filed it? Wait a minute. Didn't you just get out of the hospital? Yes, I did. My second daughter is at the government office being seen by my parents. Because you wanted us to divorce at the end of the day, I'm a witty wife. LOL. That's true. I can't believe you didn't talk to Kevin even once. Don't you both have any affection for each other? I can't have a discussion with someone who depends on his mother and can't be reached. I don't have love for him. Not anymore anyway. Kevin wanted to get a divorce too, I'm sure. The divorce papers were filed immediately because all the necessary sections were filled in. Even if he did, it is terrible of you to submit it without permission. If Kevin's signature was already on the form, it was fine. You said you would contact me when you signed it. Then why didn't you just leave it unsigned? You were right. You were just trying to be considerate. I'm glad we're both idiots. It was all your idea anyway. You said you would just leave the divorce papers while I was in the hospital, move to a new house, and leave Anna at an orphanage because you didn't want her in the new family. That wasn't my intention. How can you say that after harassing me to the point of being obvious? I know your character well enough to understand it. You've been cold to me since the beginning of our marriage. I understand. You can hate me now, so why don't you talk it over with Kevin? That's not needed. There's nothing I want to talk to Kevin about. I don't have time to talk to him either. Everything will be communicated through a lawyer. You have to decide the name of your second daughter with Kevin, don't you? That's impossible for a lawyer, isn't it? I don't want a cheater to think about it. He is already a stranger anyway. I have no more remorse or anything for Kevin. Actually, Katie, I thought I'd make a fortune from the division of property, so I'm moving to a condo. I have a favor to ask you, though. Is that okay? What is it? Don't tell me you're brazenly asking me to pay for it. I'm not going to go that far, but I'd like you to take a little bit into consideration for the division of property. I used all my savings for the down payment of this condo. Wow, that's tough. Kevin never put any money into our house, saying something about a retirement fund. But that's none of my business. I can give you some advice. You have to sell it and move to a cheaper place. I can't sell it. Kevin and his new wife chose this place. I see. LOL. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I have nothing to do with it. Please talk to Kevin and his new wife about it. Well, it seems that we are on the same page. I'm sure the lawyer will talk to you soon, so please don't bother me anymore. I'm sorry. I will correct what I did wrong, so please reconsider. After that, I requested alimony money from Kevin through my lawyer. I also claimed alimony from the adulterous partner, and it seems that Kevin did not tell her that he was married, so the adulterous partner is also claiming alimony. I firmly received alimony, child support, and property division, and I cut off my ties with both Kevin and my mother-in-law. I have told Anna that she may see her father, but she does not seem to have the slightest intention of seeing him. The other day, I heard about the other party's situation through a lawyer, and it says that they cannot pay the mortgage on the apartment and are living in a shabby one-room apartment, but that is irrelevant. I have returned to work after maternity leave and have resumed working hard. Raising 2 children is a challenge, but I'm leading a fulfilled life with a lot of happiness with the help of my own parents.